7 things to keep you motivated during COVID-19. If can, picture this. You're on the highway, you're driving to town. Midway, bounce up a roadblock.
Me reach St. Mary's, bounce up on a roadblock.
And you have to turn left. You've never been on this new road before. You don't know how far this road goes. And worse yet, reversing is not an option. This is exactly the situation we're in during COVID-19. Because we can't go back in time and we've never been here before and we don't know how long it's going to last. Uncertainty makes it hard to plan. We are nervous about doing things in vain. We need to stay motivated. So, here are some tips. Number 1, upgrade your social feed. You see our social media, we need to control it. There are many tools that are available to us that we should use more regularly than when we fall out with a gal or fall out with a guy. Instagram prioritizes bad news and bam bam. Ian Allen complaining, 5,000 memes.
I want to come out of Cora.
Let's go find all of those inspirational pages, creatives, artists who are still putting out beautiful work. People within our profession. This doesn't mean you have to go unfollowing people and follow most of the new people, We could press the mute button. Somebody might be putting out good content. Now is the time, like me, Ken, go and turn on post notifications. Yeah, pause the video and turn on post notifications. Because you want to be notified when inspiring content comes your way. I read on Twitter someone saying, let's take a moment to unfollow people who drain us and follow people who will inspire us. Number 2, find friends to support you on this journey. We should have people who will motivate us on different levels. I have one friend, his name is Amani. Every time I speak with him, I always think family life. Stefan is that friend that I discuss business ideas with. And he will give me another perspective. Nesta, second star. When I need to be creative, he would ask those hard questions that a lot of other friends wouldn't bother to ask. Jonathan, he is always thinking about the big picture. All of these friends motivate me in different ways. Sometimes I might be upset with a particular friend because he not studying business, but that's okay because that friend will be the friend to make sure that I have a balanced family life. Some of my WhatsApp groups, notice I said some, and every day I would see somebody else going live, somebody else doing a project, and that's something that inspires me. But the bottom line is find your friend group, find your tribe who would be able to help you along. Number 3, be open to opportunity. A wise poet once sang,
This is a door you locked and then the one is open.
just as in my example at the outset, when the road is blocked, there is another road for us to go down. For example, the other day, Lurbs invited me to his live, and he and I spoke like we were brethren. I now have a newfound respect for Lurbs, not just as a mic man or a bacchanalist, but as someone who could build a rapport with a complete stranger.
I cannot wait to say, yo, dog. Don't know me see you, Dread.
Internationally, Apple and Google are working together. If they could do it, we can too. Be open to opportunity from anybody. It could be your friend, your enemy, your frenemy. Number 4, develop new traditions and routines. I have 2 choices. I could stay home and mope, not really my style, or I could switch up my routine and switch up my tradition. I have a room that I do work in, I have a room to eat. Sometimes I get creative with a bottle of wine and a blanket. If you're living with others, try to distance yourself from the noise. Let them know you're working now. When working from home, you determine your time. If you're a morning or evening person, you could capitalize on when you are most productive. Have boss days and employee days. Sometimes you actually have to do the work, and sometimes you have to act as the boss. Some days I actually have to sit and be an editor, and Ken is the employee. And another day, I have to do the follow-ups, do the scheduling, and invent random ideas. To be honest, it has been a challenge for me identifying days to operate as a creative or operate as a strategic person has helped me thus far. Now is a great time for us to plan our meals because I know how it is to be in the middle of a project and then lunchtime pass and then you start to get a hunger headache and then no matter how hard you try, you can't focus. Number 5, limit news consumption. Listen, it's not a cricket match. We do not need to know the score of COVID-19 patients every morning and every evening. Take the news in doses. We have life, and as long as we have life, we can be part of creating a new economy. No work technique is going to keep you motivated if you're stressed. And there's a lot to be stressed about right now. Let's stay solution oriented. Don't be afraid to turn off your phone. Come offline. Trust me, that's the hardest one for me, but sometimes you just have to do it. Number 6, reward yourself. All right, let me show you how I reward myself. So this, my friends, is my last box of KFC chicken. Food is the biggest reward for me. Sometimes it's Netflix. Another thing that helps me a lot is splitting up big tasks. It's COVID-19. So if it is, come out of this time with a new skill, you're wasting time. But I want to say something sincerely to everyone. It's okay if you're not at your full 100 level of productivity. The reality is we are going through a global pandemic and nothing is normal. I know I had to tell myself this a lot. So I'm just doing what I can. If we have a big task, let's split it up into small tasks and make our goals realistic. Take breaks. Now, you could take a nap. It's not something that would have been possible if you were in work or if you were in school. Now, I know some people would nap 5 and 6 times a day, and that means that when you're up, it's a break from napping. I'm actually talking about when you're trying to be productive and you take a break from being productive to nap. Number 7, now this really should be obvious, but it's still a point. Stay on the road. So we don't want that we had our groups, we had our business, we had our stuff running, and because we home, we just let go the steering wheel. We can't do anything, we home, I can't deliver anything, there's nothing I could do. I am pretty sure almost whatever business you're in, there's something you could do. Educate people, develop a new process to be more efficient. What about the other aspects of our life, such as self-care, family life? We are still in control of our success. We still sitting in the car and we still driving. So although yes, this is an unfamiliar road and we don't really know what's going on, let's create this new economy to be something beautiful. Find what your personal motivator is. For me, it's music. Sometimes nothing gets you going, like some good gangster dancehall. But other times, you might want to be mellow, listen to some Sizzler, listen to something a little calming. Find what works for you. Actually, I will be creating some iTunes playlists, some of my favorite music, and I'll be sharing with all of you all. If there's anything else that motivates you or you think could motivate others, definitely let us know. Drop a comment below. Don't forget to turn on post notifications.
One thing me I pray, get my money and build my dreams. Rep for my city and fix my scheme. System mother so they set it, so you have to get up and I get it.